Hello everybody, and today I just want to talk about Storyfire. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, Storyfire was a story, it was a writing platform and a video sharing platform too. And I really liked it. I really enjoyed using it. I couldn't post any videos there because I wasn't a verified YouTuber, and like not all people can upload there for numerous reasons. Like, they were scared of like spam, or maybe just like, there are a load of legal reasons they can't really how should I say it, let everyone upload because they didn't have enough staff, they didn't have really good bots. It was just impossible for them to do that, and there would be very illegal stuff going on if they couldn't censor a lot of horrible things if they were shared on the platform. So of course they had to limit it to only verified YouTubers can upload there. So that obviously damaged the platform, but there was a story writing part, which was I really liked it. I wrote a couple of stories on there. It was really amazing. And so I'm really sad to say that Storyfire is shutting down on February 1st. And I really like that. I really like that app. I thought it was really nice to use it. I just really enjoyed using it too. I love writing stories on there. It was really fun. And sad to see something so cool go away. It was, the idea, it was a revolutionary idea. It was the idea of a century. It was so great. Like, finally there was someone taking the action to beat big tech, because there's always big tech like YouTube, Google, all those companies working for Google. They're taking over the internet, they're taking advantage of their power. It's honestly just pretty sad. So it was nice to see Storyfire come out and honestly just show that YouTube was horrible and you could make a much better site or space for people. And I loved it. I loved the idea of that. But they weren't making enough money because not everyone can upload, and just some other reasons too. So it's sad. It's deeply saddening, and it's a tragedy. And I can guess that no one will ever beat YouTube for like the rest of for until YouTube shuts down. No one is gonna beat YouTube. It's impossible. Even though the Vimeo did try that, but there's no monetization, so that's a huge disadvantage. Thankfully, Vimeo is still going though, as it's just a really nice site for documentaries and all this stuff. But it's not beating YouTube. It's not an alternative, so that's not nice. And also, I like. It's just sad. Like, I support Storyfire, and I of course I use YouTube. I'm one of the people who supported YouTube, and supporting YouTube didn't bring Storyfire down. It was just that it was already just once it was born, we all knew it would fail someday. Like, it was just impossible. Firstly, you can't beat big tech. They already have this established platform when no one else had it. So firstly, they had no competition when they were establishing the website. So obviously, no matter how trash it would be, it was a monopoly. So no one could really do anything. But now that they're established, and although they have their own problems, people prefer YouTube over Storyfire. So with this, Storyfire failed. The competition was just way too big, and they couldn't do anything. If YouTube didn't exist and Storyfire was the only thing that existed, my God, it would be thriving. Okay, but too bad, YouTube was the original idea, and I really like the idea of Storyfire. You could share short stories, you could share stories on there, and I guess that was nice. I hadn't really seen something like that, and I kind of think they should have just done that and really appealed mainly to the, um, writing community. Writing is a huge part, and people would love to write. Writing is, pretty cool. But it was an original idea, but they didn't really focus on that, which was one of their mistakes, I guess. They could have focused more on writing and all that stuff, and maybe they might have had a chance, but they really focused on the video platform, video area of their site, and that was the mistake, because YouTube was the main video platform. Why would you go to Storyfire when YouTube is a much bigger platform? So it's so much easier to, it's so much easier to grow on YouTube than Storyfire. Like, no one's gonna find you on Storyfire, okay? And secondly, you need to be verified, and you need to be verified on YouTube before you can even post that. So it even depends on YouTube. So how could you say that Storyfire would be the next, YouTube? It wouldn't. It just wouldn't. So yeah, it's saddening to see Storyfire shut down, but that is the end of this video, guys. I didn't want to drag it on for too long, but I think I kind of did. Yeah, if you really like this video, please subscribe and like this video too. I'm gonna be trying to make more commentary videos. I'm only gonna do commentary videos now that, when I feel like it, or when I come up with a good idea, because I don't want to do any, stuff that is not too nice to cover. I also don't have Twitter, so that's a huge miss out. Twitter always gives most of the commentary ideas. So yeah, I'm just gonna, whenever I find news that I thought would be good for commentary, I think, I should do it. So yeah, peace.